Hello everyone, I wanted to make a quick video to teach you all how to set up your Blender startup file and settings to make modeling for Roblox a little easier. This is how my Blender startup file looks, and I'll be showing you how to set this up so you can use it as well. If this is your first time opening Blender, this is probably what it looks like. What you'll notice is that we have a few things here. We're just going to be doing modeling for Roblox, so we don't need to worry about the light or the camera. This is going to be the camera, this is the light, and this is our default cube. So we do not need these for the startup file. So you can left click and drag to select all of them, or you can left click and hold shift and left click each object, and then we are going to press the delete key on our keyboard. Next, we want to get our Roblox character model that we're going to be using for our startup file. So go ahead and open up Roblox Studio and create a new experience. And then we want to go to the avatar tab at the top of the screen and click on Rig Builder. So this is your personal preference, and I personally like to use the R15 black avatar, but you can select whatever you want here. I'm going to use that. So we can look at our rig here in the Explorer, click the drop down menu, and we see that we have all of these pieces, but there's a few that we want to delete before we export it. The first one's going to be body colors, then we want to delete humanoid, animate, and humanoid root part. And lastly, we want to set this up in a position so that when we export it into Blender, it goes into the center of the screen. So if you go down to transform and under origin position, you can delete that and then type 0, 0, 0. Then it will put it right at the center of the world. So next we want to right click and export the selection. And you can save this to whatever file you want. I'm going to call this R6, and you'll notice that it is saving as an object model file, a .obj. So you can save that. Then we need to go into Blender. And what you want to do next is click on File and go down to Import. And we want to import this as a wavefront.obj. So we're going to click on that. And then you'll go to the file that you saved it in. And it's going to be called r6.obj. We don't need to worry about the r6.mtl. That's not important. So we're going to click on Import. And now we have our character here. The next thing we can do is clean it up a little bit because it does export out of Roblox Studio with a texture on it. So you can click on this little red circle here. And we have a couple of textures on here. We can click the minus button to remove those. And now we have a good clean character. The next thing I want to show you is how to turn on scene statistics and how to increase the number of undos available to you when you make a mistake, because I think these are both important features. In the top left of the screen, we're going to click on Edit and go to Preferences. And then we are going to go to Interface. And where you see status bar, we're going to click the drop down there. And then we can click all of these boxes. And you'll notice in the bottom of the screen, now you can see your triangle count and faces, vertices, all of that. It gives good information. I think it is valuable. And then we're going to click on System. And where it says Undo Steps, we can turn this up all the way to the max, 256. You might have to go lower depending on your system that you're using. But this is very useful. It allows you to undo 256 times. If you make lots of mistakes, it can be very, very helpful. So we can close that. And the last thing that we need to do, and this is the most important, is we need to save this as our default startup file. So you're going to click on File and go down to Defaults, and then you're going to click on Save Startup File, and it's going to ask you one more time, and you're going to click OK. I'm not going to click it because I do not want to overwrite my other one. I have some add-ons and stuff that I don't want to turn off, but that is the last step in this. And if you like this video and it helps you out, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment any ideas or questions you have, and I'll be happy to create more videos about those topics.